Hello everyone. I guess we are live. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Am I? Am I audible? Just confirm me on the chat so that we can get started. So yes, it seems everything is fine. Yeah. Before getting on to the lecture, uh, yeah, let me introduce myself first. So myself, Vamsi Bheemreddy, currently working as an associate software engineer at SNNCS Hyderabad. So we started this Python interview preparation course and 20 days back. Okay, today we are at lesson number 17, and we started from the basics of Python, means an history of Python, and we come along till this oops. Today we will be discussing about inheritance in oops. Okay, we started inheritance in yesterday's class. Okay, yesterday's class we started inheritance, and day before yesterday's class we started oops. Okay, and if you are very new to this video, and if you are very new to this particular stream, I highly recommend you guys to please go and watch my previous videos or previous lectures, okay, which are available in the Python interview preparation course playlist. Okay, and yes, so now I hope we can get started. Yes, so yesterday we stopped at while discussing multi-level inheritance. Okay, multi-level inheritance, and I hope I have drawn the diagram for like hierarchy diagram for multi-level inheritance as well. So I don't mind in writing again. So at first we will be having a base class, and then we will be having a derived class, let's say derived class 1, and then from this derived class, okay, which is okay, this derived one is being derived from base class, and again this from this particular derived class 1 we will be deriving another new class, which is we can call it as a derived class 2. Okay, so this is what and how this multi-level inheritance will look like. Okay, so if you observe carefully, it's nothing new. So we are having one class called, let's say, A, and then from that particular class we will be deriving, let's say, class B, and from class B we will be deriving class C. Okay, so this is the hierarchy which it is following there. So I have explained the sample program as well for this. I'm not explaining it in the real world example because we have seen enough examples and you guys know how to implement them and how to relate the real world things to the inheritance, because I have explained a couple of examples over there. So I highly recommend you guys to take a pen and paper and try to write these examples on your own, so then you will understand, otherwise you won't. Okay, I'm pretty much sure that you won't understand until unless you are able to think. Okay, now what I have discussed, so I have discussed something like yeah, good evening Shraddha. Okay, so let's say we have a class A which is taking care of A and B variables. Okay, and we have a another class B, okay, which is an recommendable for A, B, C, D, E, and there is a class C which is required like A B C D E E F. Okay, now I can see that, okay, start from the very new class or very lower class. Okay, so I can see that these A B C D E are there in my class B. Okay, and in, okay, after coming to class B, I can see that these A and B are again there in my class A already. So for from C's perspective, I can see only B. Okay, so all I know is B can handle four things, and from B perspective, it is like handling A and B to the, sorry, class A. Okay, and this is how it has been implemented. So if you wanted to write code for this, then we can quickly go and write code as well. Okay, class A, we will have be having self. Okay, so and in class B we will be having A and B. Okay, then we will be having class B, and which is required of which is been expecting A B C D. Okay, which is F4. Now all I know is these A and B are already handled in C. So what I can do, from B I can inherit. Okay, so I can inherit from the class A. Now I will say A dot nit A comma B. I will handle them there, and rest I will handle in the here itself. Is this font size is okay, or do you want me to increase the font size? Is this okay, or do you want me to increase the font size? Please let me know in the chat. So now I have another class which is a C. Okay, now in C I wanted to handle A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so 6. Okay, 6. Now what I wanted to do now, like so I know that A B C D E sorry, A B C D are handling in the B class. Now what I can do, yeah, so let me increase the font size. Sorry, my voice is not so loud today. um, yeah, I guess it is fine now. Now I can see that A B C D E are handling in the B class. Now what I will do, I will blindly inherit from I will do, okay, I will inherit a C class from the B. Now what I will do, I will just say B dot init go handle A B C D E in your class. So rest of the things I will take care. Okay, so done. Now I wanted to create an object C. Okay, object for the C. Now what I will do, I will create, go to a C, then I will mention 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 comma 60. Done. Now if I wanted to print, okay, let's say here I have all the let's say printing in C. Okay, printing in C. It will take the self and I will say print self dot A, self dot B, right? Self dot B and self dot C and self dot D, self dot E, self dot F. Okay, done. Okay, this is what all I can do. Okay, now let's try to execute this piece of code, then we'll see what it takes us. Okay, what it will give us. Okay, sorry, so we need to mention the self here. Okay, forgot, we need to mention self. So can't we do without self? Yes, there is a special function called super. Okay, then we'll talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. Okay, so are we okay? Sorry, I'm not making a call to print C. Object C dot print. Okay, now we can see observe the output over there. Yes, we can see that, right? Yes, we can see. Now if I like, even if I have another function in like C, let's say B, okay, printing in B, okay, which is again it takes a self, then I will print whatever I have in my B's hand. Okay, let's say what I have in the B hand, I have this A and B and C and D. Okay, now if I make a call like, so now my point here is, I haven't created the object for the C, sorry, B. I haven't created the object for the B. Now I can know that, I know that by using the object C's, okay, object C, I can access the B's class as well. How? Why can we do that? How can we do that? Yes, it's a valid, because we know that whatever there in the B class, we can use them in the C class. So with that like fact, okay, with that fact, we can call a print B from the by using the object C. Okay, now if I make a call here, now I will get 10 20 30, right? Now can I access the class A? So what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section. So can I access class A's methods or class A properties by using the object C? Just think and let me know. Okay, just think and let me know in the chat. Okay, for ease I can say that in class A. Okay, I'm in class A. So for ease here, let me print in class B. Okay, for here I can say print in class C. Okay, So now my question, do you got my question? So my question is, are you able to access the uh, print printing in A, okay, printing in A with the help of object C? My answer is yes, you can. So you can see there is a relationship, right? You can see there is a relationship, right? So the relationship here is of, so from by we will be creating object for the C. Okay, we will be creating object for the C. Yes, good evening Ritesh. So we will be creating object for the C class. Okay, now a C has been derived from the class B. So we know the fact that, okay, we know the fact that whatever properties or a function methods we have in base class can be accessed using the derived class. Okay, we know this particular fact. Okay, so now so with that thing, this is a valid relationship and we can access the values. Okay, now a class B is inherited from the class A. Class B is inherited from the class A. Now can I say indirectly we will be having access to the class C to A? Yes, there is a relationship. So with that relationship I can say that you can access class A properties, functions in by using the class C object as well. Okay, class C object as well, you can access class A. Now what we can do, we can say object C dot printing print in A. Okay, now let's see. So we got that I am in class A and 10 and 20. That's what we are looking for, right? That's what we are looking for, right? Okay, done. And I have to show something as well. So now let's say you are creating an, okay, you are creating a class for your school students or employee. Okay, let's say let's say you are in college. Okay, you guys are in college and you are collecting all your classmates names. Okay, student details, let's say student details. So what are all the details? You will be taking name, you will be taking roll number, you will be taking branch. Okay, you will be taking branch, and then you will be taking college name. So in this case, okay, so a name is kind of different for everyone. Yes, name is different for everyone, and roll number is different and unique for everyone, and branch also, in college itself, someone belongs to CS, someone belongs to ECE, someone belongs to EEE, someone belongs to civil, mechanical, information technology kind of branches, right? Now coming to college, is that the same for everyone? Is that same for everyone? Can I say that? Now do I need to pass the, okay, while creating a student details, okay, while creating the student, do I need to pass the this college name for everyone? No. So no, right? You don't need to as well. You don't need to as well. So for that case, how can we handle this? So if we have attended the class where we have discussed about functions, default keywords, default function arguments, there I have shown you the defining a default parameter. Okay, if you are not passing one argument, it will take the default parameter value. Okay, so okay, that is one solution that you can give, but can you think of something as well? Can you think of something as well? So now I'm saying that, okay, let's say while creating class A, okay, let's assume that we will be having college equal to let's say my college name GP or EC. Okay, I have defined something like this. Now I wanted to print that. I'm not able to do so. Why? Question why? So just take this as an assignment, okay, and I can show you something here. Print object c dot you are getting all the details along with college as well. Okay, if I print this, okay, I'm not printing anything. Okay, if I print this, I will get a college name, but 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 so let's take this as a small assignment. Okay, let's take this as a small assignment. Okay, I want you guys to print it down. Why? So while we are printing here, okay, let's say a college, okay, we are getting as an error. Okay, it is telling that there is some error here. Okay, it is telling that error. So what is that error is saying? So I can say that you need to work upon that. Okay, so please try it as your homework. Okay, so we came till here, and learning everything here itself is not a good thing though. So just take this as a small assignment and just try to do this on your own. And another thing that I would like to point out here, cannot point out, I would like to share here is, so we are using this b.init and all. So is there any alternative for this? Yes, there is an alternative for this. What it is? So it is okay. So we know that for C, what is a base class? For C, what is a base class? I can say that B. Okay, C class is being derived from the B. Now I can use, okay, super. Okay, I can use a super. Okay, you don't need all this as well. Okay, let's put that. Okay, you can pass everything here. Let's say you can pass whatever you would like to pass it to the B. Okay, A comma B comma C comma D. Okay, it will also do the same task. Okay, it will also do the same task. And if I wanted to print it here, now let's see. So we got the output. So this is another way that you can use. Okay, I don't think like you don't need to mention this as well. Okay, you don't need to mention that as well. So you can simply execute this. Yeah, it will work. Okay, so these IDs sometimes literally give like make you shit. Okay, like it will help you, but sometimes it will scare you as well. So the all the standard definitions and type definitions it has been stored is way different from what we have studied conventionally. Okay, traditionally in our college. Okay, but yeah, sometimes happens. So at the same time, so yeah, we can use this. Okay, if you are in this particular, okay, hi Manav, yeah. Now for this, what you can do, you can say super dot you will be passing A and B. Okay, it will do the same task. It will do the same task. Now let's say we have seen the multiple inheritance, right? Yesterday we have seen the multiple inheritance. Now in that case, let's see. Okay, so multiple inheritance means, I know yesterday I have little confused you guys. So a multiple inheritance, basically, let's say we have a class A, and from this particular sorry, we will be having class A and class B. So from these two classes we will be deriving one class B. Okay, so here if you can observe, we will be having two base classes and one derived class. Okay, sir, if we pass argument in super function, then it's correct or not? If we pass argument in super function, then it's correct or not? Yeah, anyway is correct. Okay, so if you can see, okay, if you can see, in this programming itself I have showed you two things. So here this one, okay, where I will be passing my mentioning my class, okay, derived class, and it is an self, okay, pointing to the current object. Okay, and this is one example for super. Okay, and this is another example. Okay, so which is simple to write. Okay, so super dot init abcde. Okay, that's it. Okay, you don't need to mention the arguments in super function as well. Okay, it will be good if you could write something like this. Okay, so just know this, a super function. Okay, what does this, you might encounter this question in an interview, what does this a super function in python will do? Okay, so you should be able to explain it to the your interview. Okay, so basically a super function will help us to access the variables or access the properties or methods which are there in the base class, okay, from the derived class. Okay, you can say something like that. So which is both are equal, and yeah, I think your question has been answered, Ritesh. And like if you are asking about passing these A and B in, if you are asking about passing this A comma B in super itself, then it's a wrong. Okay, then it's a wrong. Okay, you can't do like that. So super itself is a separate function, and you can't pass your properties inside that as your arguments. That is not a valid. That is not a valid. Okay. Now I guess we have discussed enough. So we have discussed about super. Yeah. So I would like to write this for this particular case, right? Now let's say I have class A and class B. I have class A and class B. So here both are independent. Okay, both are independent. So self dot, okay, let me erase this. Let me erase this, and let me remove this A and B as well. And yeah, so it is doing fine. I don't have access to the cool. Now here I will be having these two. Okay, okay. Now so I will be implementing the multiple inheritance. You guys know what is multiple inheritance, right? So we will be having two base classes, let's say class A and class B, and we will be having one derived class which has been derived from the both class A and class B. Okay, so here we would like to mention A comma B. Okay, we need to mention A comma B. Now so if I write super dot init, super dot init, what it will take? So A comma B. Now if again if I write a super dot, okay, I don't want to make the things little complicated. Okay, A comma C comma D. Okay, now if I run this code, what are you expecting? If I run this code, what are you expecting? Let's see. We got some error. What is that error is saying? So print has no attributes. Yeah. So I got an error. What does it saying? C has no attribute like C. Okay, but here I am calling B, right? I am calling B and I am passing this C and D to the B, right? Which I am where I am handling earlier. But it is saying that you are not initializing that. Okay, why so? Do you have any idea? So here, okay, let me draw these things. So here we will be having two classes and one derived class. Okay, base class 2 and C, okay, which is being derived. Now I am mentioning super. Okay, super dot a comma b. Okay, now if I call super, so what does this super will do? So blindly super will go to the base class. So in this case, what is a base class? In this case, what is a base class? In this case, what is the base class? So can I say that? Both A and B are my base classes only, which I am deriving from. But if you mention super, it will always go to the first class which you have inherited. Okay, the first class which you have inherited. In this case, we have inherited from A first. Okay. Okay. In first, we have inherited from the A. So whenever I call with super, it will directly go to the class A. That's why it is not defining the C and D. Okay, it is what that is saying, that we have no attribute called C. Got it? That is a error. Now how can we handle such cases? My question, how can we handle such cases? So prior to the pure learning super, we have talked about like a dot init and mentioning a comma b, right? So you can use this method. Okay, you can use this method, no problem. Okay, you can use this method. So let's say so it will give you error. Okay, now what you can do, a dot init self, okay, self comma a comma b. Now what you can do, b dot init a self comma c comma d. Done. Now let's execute this. So we got the output. This time we haven't seen any error. Okay, now you got the difference between both super and normal, this using class, right? Okay, so this is why we have two, and this is how we handle multiple inheritance in the Python. But if you have prior coding experience in Java, so basically Java doesn't support multiple inheritance concept. Okay, so I will tell you why, because after learning this Python you might be interested in learning Java as well. So I will tell you, Java doesn't support multiple inheritance concept. Why? So here we have seen an problem, right? We have seen a problem. So when I am calling super with the super, it is getting confused which one to call. Okay, so let's say in Java we have class A. Okay, we have class A, and which is having a demo method. Okay, demo method, and I have class B, and I will be having another demo method in the class B as well. Now from class C I will be calling super dot demo. Now the confusion here is where it will go, either here or here. It will get confused. Okay, so whenever system gets confused, it will stop working. It won't do either. Okay, it won't do either. So it will stop working. How to handle such cases? So unlike in Python, we can't call the, unlike in Python we do. So we have represented these things, okay, using class names. Okay, so here we have seen that super not worked, and we have come to this approach because Python has that flexibility, but in Java we don't have that flexibility. Okay, so Java don't have that kind of flexibility. Now that's why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, but we can implement. Okay, so but you might have a question, so how can we implement that? Okay, you are saying that Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, but how can we implement? So for that, in Java we have a concepts like interface and abstract classes. Okay, interfaces and abstract classes. So by using these interfaces we can implement the multiple inheritance. Okay, this is how we can achieve multiple inheritance in the Java. Okay, we can't directly implement unlike traditionally we are implementing our inheritance concepts. Okay, done. So you got to know why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, right? And a few people says that like even Java doesn't support pointers as well. Okay, Java doesn't support pointers concept. Okay, Java doesn't support pointers concept as well. So if you know why, okay, if you know why, and like I guess everyone should have learned either C or C++ from their 11th or 12th. Okay, so they might know what is a pointer. Okay, so C and C++ support pointers concept, but Java doesn't support that. So there is some valid reasons as well, but few people think that the father of Java, like while he was developing Java, he was like so I don't know whether it's myth or fact. So few people says that Java father of Java doesn't like pointers. He always offend of these pointers concept and all. So but I don't think so. But I believe that it's because of memory management. Okay, it's because of memory management. So so C and C++ doesn't have its very own memory management. So that's why we use concepts called addresses over there. Okay, that's how we can access the elements from the memory. But coming to Java, Java has its very own memory management system. So that's why we okay, sorry, am I saying in reverse order? Yes, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so C and C++ has its very own memory management capacity. So that's why we can use like pointers to get the access, like to get the exact locations and the data over there. But Java doesn't have the exact like own memory management system. So that's why we don't have pointers in the Java. So you know how pointer works, right? So pointer works with the help of the data memory locations. Okay, we will directly give the addresses, okay, memory addresses, and then that's how we access the data from the data using the pointers. But while coming to the Java, we don't need to bother that much. Okay, so everything is being stored in the form of object and class. So here every object will get assigned to some class, sorry, some memory. Okay, and there is another fact that you would like to know, okay, that you must have to know. So we will be creating a classes, right? Class A, B, C, D. So like 100 or 10 million or 100 million classes. Okay, we might create any number of classes, but what about the memory in Python or Java? What about the memory here? So basically, whenever we are writing or creating classes, it won't take even single byte of memory. Okay, whatever the variables or whatever the amount of things that you are using in the class or properties, it even won't assign single byte, okay, single bit as well. So when can this memory will get assigned to the classes? So here, whenever you are creating objects to the class, whenever you are creating objects to the class, then only memory will be assigned. Okay, memory will be assigned to the object, not to the class. Okay, object, not to the class. So here, for let's say now I have a class A. Okay, I have class A which is expecting let's say 10 MB. Okay, which is expecting 10 MB. In total, class B required 10 MB and a class B required 20 MB. Class B required 20 MB. Now I will be creating, okay, so while I have written code for class A and class B, so till now it won't even take a 0 bit, okay, 0 MB or 0 bit, whatever you want, even it won't even take single penny of memory as well. Now whenever I started creating objects, let's say I have created object A, okay, for the class A. Now it will be assigned for 10 MB of memory. Okay, 10 MB of memory. Now again I have created object for the B. Okay, now it will get assigned to the 20 MB of memory. And even I have created another object for the A. Now it will be assigned. So here, how many objects that you are going to create for the class A is the actual amount of memory that is being you are using in for your program. Okay, so got the concept of memory here. So let me summarize the things. Okay, irrespective of how many classes that you are creating and how much variables or memory that you are creating for a class, it won't even take a single byte as well, until unless you will be creating an actual object for that particular class. Okay, for each and every object it will be getting assigned for full memory, okay, full class size. Okay, if let's say class A is taking 10 MB, okay, 10 MB, then when we create object, then only memory is assigned. Yes, that's it, that's what I'm saying. Okay, hope you got it. Okay, even this is the same concept in Java as well. Okay, not sure about C++. Oops, because I never learned oops in C++. I know oops in Python and Java. Okay, I don't know oops in C++, but I only use C++ plus DSA, and I can code in Python as well. That's it. This is my stack, okay, which I use daily. And coming to my job is little different tech stack. Okay, so my job is little my tech stack is little different over there. So all I can say that is everyone, so nowadays everyone, like lot of freshers has been asking that, so which language should I pick? Okay, which language should I pick? So I don't know. I don't know why freshers have this kind of confusion. So because I learned C as my very first language in my college. Okay, then till my second year, okay, till my second year, fourth semester, I only know C. Okay, I only know C. But meanwhile, I know Java in which Java. I learnt Java as part of my fourth semester curriculum. Okay, fourth semester curriculum, and but still, okay, like I learnt Java, OOPS and all. But okay, so my faculty is damn good, and I learned in a good manner. And coming to my fourth semester, I have done my one internship, okay, which is an research based. So for that I need to learn Python. Okay, then within 3 days, I guess I have learned Python. Within 3 days I have learned Python. That's really crazy. Okay, even if I remember that days, I feel fortunate to be having that kind of mentors and friends over there. And from fifth semester to sixth semester, I continued in my journey in Python itself. Okay, but after coming to seventh semester, where actual my placement season has been started, so like just before 2 months, okay. So I was registering for the TCS Code Vita, and few of my seniors suggested me like Python compiler is not so good at, TCS companies like code, either Code Vita or NQT, whatever it might be. Python compiler is not so good. So with that fear, okay, I learned C++. Okay, like I know C, and C and C++ both are equal. Only with the support of STL library we can implement the DS. Okay, only with the support of STL library we can implement the internal we don't need to implement whole data structures. We can use the templates, and we can done that. So that's how my evaluation has been started, and I started teaching from my eighth semester, started to my juniors. Okay, juniors, then came to corporate world, teaching itself. Okay. That is how I for juniors I thought the programming in Python. Okay, because it's very easy and they have their Infosys exam, I guess so. Then again I started teaching Python only. Then I have moved to DSA and all. Okay, so this is my journey. Don't believe in language. Okay, just have the very strong concepts, then you can learn any programming language within 1 week itself. Okay, sir, what about memory management when we assign in variables? So even, yeah, let's say, so I can't tell you the exact memory it will take in Python. It's still a mystery. But how how this particular class works, I can tell you an example. Let's say if you know structure. Okay, structure in C, structure and union. Okay, structure and union in C language or C++. So you guys know how structure works, right? Let's say if you have int and float, and here you have int and float, how does it takes? So it will combine all. Okay, for int 2, for float 4. Here into 2, for float 4. So in structure it will be assigned whole memory. Okay, like whatever. So here total 8 bits, right? Like 8 bytes. So your memory is 8 bytes here. Okay, let's say class A, sorry, structure A. Now if it is union A, so in this case how does it works? It will take the max among the whole memory. So here you have 2, 2, 4. So out of these 3, 4 is the maximum, right? So I can say that for A, it will take 4 bytes of memory. So but in Python we don't have concept called memory, how much memory or how much bytes it take. So you don't have that restriction here, because you guys know, right? So under a single variable, let's say num, you can give the number which is up to you, be it 10 power 4, 10 power 18, 10 power 20, 10 power 30 as well. Okay, you can give that. You don't have that restriction here. Okay, so I think telling the how much memory exact a class takes is little hard in Python, but you won't get that kind of things. Okay, so here we don't have any restrictions in memory thing in Python. Okay, no sir, actually I am from electronics background. Python is my very first language. It's okay, good. Okay, like I won't say yes, I'm saying that, right? So I just went in a flow. I never learned anything on my own, like I won't say by wantedly. Okay, by wantedly I never learned anything by wantedly. So just went in a flow. So whenever it required, I learned that. So there is a in my internship Python is required, so I learned that. In my final year, like C++ has a great community, and everywhere C++ is being accepted irrespective of whether what kind of interview you are attempting for. Okay, so I learned C++ for DSA. Okay, still if someone asked me to implement the oops concepts, I prefer either Java or Python only, because I don't know C++. I think all non-CS people are shifting to CS. It's not like that. Okay, I have seen some of my friends as well, okay, who are working in some core companies and went for pursue higher opportunities, like higher education opportunities, like cracking gate and moving on to the so their aim is to be on this core side only. Okay, their aim is to be on core side only. Okay, it's not like, so people might be thinking like, yes, there are some great opportunities. Okay, great opportunities for a CS people. Okay, computer science, like so now you can see, right, India has become the technological world. Okay, technological symbol for the entire world. Okay, so that's why maybe. Okay, so more opportunities were creating for CS people. That's why people are moving to CS, but it's totally depends upon you as well. Okay, I don't think this is so much great and this is low. Okay, everything has its own thing, but it's always depends upon you and what you want to be. Since my childhood, I always want to be software engineer. I wanted to go to abroad. I would like to work in gaming companies. So I got mostly offended for that. Okay, like I got that. So that's why maybe that's my dream. Maybe. So that's why I'm working for pursued CS, and I'm doing software job and all. But teaching is my passion. Okay, which I got in my college. So that's why still I am continuing. That's okay. So sir, oops concept is same for all languages or different? So see, concept is same. Concept is same in any language. In any language. Not only oops, not only oops, everything. Okay, not only oops. In any programming language, concept is same. Akash, could you please share your GitHub profile? There's nothing. I guess there are only 6 to 7 projects. Okay, out of them, 4 were machine learning projects, where like combination of machine learning and deep learning, and 2 were website. Yeah, which is one is my personal blog. Okay, personal website. So yeah. Yes, Shraddha, I know. Like, yeah, you said it in previous session that you are from metallurgy. It's okay. Okay, it's okay, chill. But I recommend if you are so yeah, what irrespective of what kind of companies that you are aiming for, you can pick up any language. Okay, that you are comfortable with. Okay, it doesn't matter this company only accept this particular kind of language people, this company accepts only this kind of people. Okay, so companies do love everyone. Okay, so they only need problem solvers, not an languageable solve problem solvers. They need only problem solvers. Okay, even if your interviewer doesn't know Python, okay, let's say, okay, I have seen this case. Okay, I have seen this. So now let's say I'm your interviewer, okay, and you came for interview. okay, let's say some XYZ person I am interviewing. Okay, now I know Python. Okay, I know only Python. Okay, interviewer know only Python, but the people who are attending interview, okay, people who are attending interview, he don't know Python. He knows only Java. Now, what, just imagine what could be the scenario. So, do you think interviewer will say, okay, no, I don't know Java, please code in Python? No. Okay, let's say he has asked some algo DSA problem, and first thing that he is gonna ask is, just explain me the approach. Okay, like how you are going to solve this particular problem. Okay, how you are going to solve. So then they ask to um, trim down the time complexity. Okay, if someone has interview has started at n square, they will ask till to optimize this to the big O of n. Okay, ma ma mom. Okay, they will ask to trim down the complexity till the big O of n. Okay, so that's okay. He in entire this conversation he sees only how he is approaching the problem. Okay, how he is coming towards the problem. So are he is able to think out of the box or not. If this is the situation in his entire life, then what could be the scenario? That's what he sees. Okay, like at the end he will ask you to implement the code. Okay, he don't even care about that, because if you are able to solve that problem, like if you are able to convert your thoughts, okay, if you are able to communicate your thoughts, that's it. Okay, you don't need even write the code. Okay, so I have seen this in my like interview. Okay, in my Amazon interview. Okay, in my Amazon interview, so they asked me to implement something in Java, but I don't know Java. So I asked them to I can code in C++. Yes, they said okay, agreed to that. Then they asked me for DSA problem. I took 40 minutes to come to an intuition, and after that time has finished. Okay, so then they said, yeah, we are confident about your coding skills, and we know that you can able to write the code for this. Okay, then yes, we are good. That's it. Okay, so companies don't care about language. Okay, sir, then what should we say at that time? You don't need to say anything. They don't ask you to only implement in Python. Okay, so you can code in whatever language that you want. Okay, they only sees that whether what you are saying, okay, how you are solving that problem is right or wrong. That's it. Okay, if it is right, then that's enough. Okay, they don't need to code as well, because after getting into a company you don't need to solve that problem. Okay, they knows that. They only sees to how you are going to communicate, or like are you able to communicate all your thoughts, okay, to the other persons, or efficiently or not. That's it. Okay, cool, chill. Just take it light. Okay, you can fix to one language. Okay, just try to master one language irrespective of Java, C++, Python. So if I ask you anything, you should be able to develop that thing in Python. Okay, so I'm not saying development, but yes, okay, algos, DS kind of stuff. So I think yeah, we are out of topic. Okay, I will give you a small assignment for you guys. Small homework. Okay, small homework. So I will tell you the inheritance. Hierarchy inheritance. So please try to code this up and try to think of one example. Okay. So for hierarchy inheritance, you will be having one class. Okay, one class. And then from this particular class, you will be deriving multiple classes. Let's say B, C, D. Okay, so from this particular base class, you will be having multiple derived classes. In that scenario, this is called as an hierarchy inheritance. Okay, it's very simple, right? It's very simple. Okay, you should able to write the code on your own. I guess we have seen enough things, and you guys know how to inherit the things and all. Okay, So probably tomorrow, yeah, we don't have class. So yeah, I am going to traveling to somewhere. Okay, so I'm off today. Sorry, tomorrow. So tomorrow we don't have any class. So we'll meet on Monday. We'll meet on Monday at the 9 p.m. So please, if you didn't, so please like the stream. Okay, please comment the video, like did you like the session or not, so that if someone came for the first time, they would know what is how this particular faculty is being teaching. Because people will see only watch, okay, like how many people has watched this video, but they don't even open the entire video. Okay, so it's okay. So yeah, please comment, okay, like how did you enjoy the session or not in the comment section, so that people will understand. So they will go through the comment section, then they will see this video. Okay, that's a small request from my side. So because I hope you have gained some knowledge out of this particular session. So all I want you guys to do is please like the video, and please let me know in the comment section how did you feel. That's it. Okay, so let's catch up on Monday. Okay, and then we'll complete the rest of the inheritance, and if time exists, so we'll see other